Welcome back to another video. Shameless plug of the video before we get started in on the dually today. You guys already know, shameless plug. We are down to maybe 5, maybe 4 days by the time this video goes up, but this Sunday, May 1st is the deadline to get entered to win the 08, the trailer. Don't mind the trailer, we're using it as a little bit of a display table today, but this whole setup is going to one of you guys. Every dollar that you spend on wrenchworks.com automatically gets you entered. Anything at all. Guys, we've reloaded the website with everything that we're gonna have through the end of the giveaway. There's a couple t-shirt designs, the new stuff that should be 100% in stock if you've been waiting. So go back and check one last time, but what's on there is on there. All of the accessories have been restocked, a whole bunch of stuff. So anyway, if you haven't gotten entered yet, you're missing out. Go do it now. That's your last chance. This Sunday, that is it, and it's game over for you guys. But anyway, that's the shameless plug of the video. Also, we have been getting in some hefty P.O. box packages, which we're gonna open up here in a little bit, but that's not what we're getting into today. We're getting into something that either you're going to, really, really love this stuff, or maybe it's not your cup of tea, but either way, we're putting some stuff on the dually, and that is, we have got some rock lights. We have got some rock lights from DB Automotive, dbautolight.com. I will put the name up on the screen. These bad boys are, honestly, it's arguably probably one of the brightest rock lights on the market, and we're gonna be putting them on the dually. So we're gonna go over the kit here a little bit and really just start to installing these rock lights. Now, a couple of key things about this rock light kit as opposed to others that we have installed. I have installed quite a few rock lights on various things like the 08, the trailer has rock lights. If you guys haven't seen, this whole setup has rock lights on it. But what's really, really nice about this kit right off the cuff is obviously all metal housing. Look at how many LEDs are actually in this one rock light. So super high quality. Another big thing that I liked about this kit over other kits, and honestly one of the biggest reasons, is if you look over here, they have extension harnesses which all have these nice kind of like weatherproof connectors. This entire kit, depending on what kit you get, obviously you can see we have quite a bit. We're really going for spaceship UFO mode here, but everything is actually plug and play. So everything goes into these little harnesses, they go into these, and basically this whole entire harness will mesh together into one switch, all plug and play, a couple battery connections, and you'll be on your way. We're gonna actually wire things up a little bit different on the dually, but as you can see, we've got wiring harness that's already connected to the light. We've got extension harnesses, merger ones that go from, I think you can put up into 8 into 1. Then you've got a 2 to 1, and we'll explain this as we're going. But really liked these kits because they're bright, they're plug and play, super, super good warranty on these things, and honestly, we should be able to turn the night into daylight. So we're gonna go ahead and install this kit. We'll go over kind of how we're doing it, some other key features, but we're just gonna we're gonna just jump into the install here because that's what you guys want to see. But DB Autolight also hooked us up with some switchbacks for the second gen, because as you guys know, we've got amber still in the corner. So they also have a bunch of other lights. They actually gave me a discount code for you guys if you guys want to go check them out and save you some dollar bills. I'll put that up on the screen, but we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into this. Do you wanna tell people, I feel like your opinion really just carries a lot of weight, with the people on the channel. Do you want to give them your opinion on rock lights?
I love them.
Why do you love them?
You can't have too much light.
There's 16 rock lights here, Michael. 16. 16.
That's it?
Oh, wow. Wow. I was thinking this morning, I'm like, you know what? People are going to love or hate rock lights. And, people will be like, what do you need them for, right? Like, but you want to tell them, like, if their truck breaks down in the middle of the night, how are you going to work on your truck in the middle of the night?
Yeah, anything.
You change your wheels and tires? Yeah. We're going to put rock lights on everything in here.
If it's a little dark, turn them on. Your day gets brighter.
We already know Hot Boy Express over here really, really loves rock lights. So, I mean, he's probably going to put like 75 on his truck, but.
I hope it has too low for rock lights.
Huh?
I'm hoping it's going to be too low for rock lights.
Too low for rock lights. That's why we don't ask Dawson questions. I mean, what? We're just gonna start this video off just making fun of, oh, here we go. All right, boys, so anyway, I forgot to mention, we've got 16 of these bad boys. We were debating on how many we were gonna need, but need is a really relative term here. So we're gonna lay these out, but this thing, like I said, we're going we're going full spaceship UFO mode. Whether it's going to be a good idea or not, we're just here for it. So anyway, we're going to lay them out. First step on rock lights, right? Figure out where you're going to mount them. And we're going to do some other things and stuff on this installation that we'll keep you guys posted on. But anyway, have you guys entered for the giveaway truck yet? I don't think you have. You need to go do that. Second shameless plug of this video. They're really just going to get hammered in this video. I'm sorry, boys. Wow, you guys wow. Did you guys call each other this morning?
Last night.
Not matchy. Thanks for the phone call, boys. Appreciate you.
Just do the length for now. Why are you shaking? Are you nervous to be on camera?
No.
Wow. I'd be nervous to watch that, honestly, but
My computer screen might break.
so we've got this, really high-tech angle iron here that some of the mounting is going to require some additional things and stuff. So that's we went ahead and got some angle. Again, guys, let's just let us get to work here, and then we'll show you. All right, we'll show you after we get some stuff done. Catching up with you a little bit here. So went ahead and cut some of that 2x2 angle iron down, rounded the edges into sections that we can use to mount some of the other rock lights along the side of the truck. We'll kind of get into that. Michael has been working on all of the wheel wells. So one of the things that, in my opinion, kind of gets overlooked when people do rock lights. Now, rock lights can be done, Michael, what's the nice way I can say this? You can do them in about 30 minutes, or you can take all day to do them and do them very, very nicely. I'm sure you guys know which way we're headed with this. So went ahead and ordered a bunch of stuff. And again, guys, this is all stuff from Amazon, nothing crazy. We went ahead and got some weather pack connectors. And what I mean by weather pack connectors is you guys have probably seen these before. They're kind of weather resistant, weatherproof plugs. And one of the big things, like I was mentioning, that is overlooked is at some point in time, you are going to need to take your wheel well liners out of your truck for whatever reason that may be. Now, if you run your rock lights and just run all the wires to wherever you want them, it really kind of creates a problem when you go to take your wheel well liners down and disconnect them from the truck and get them out of the way. I've done it before in the past. It's just kind of a little bit of a headache. So what we're doing in each wheel well is we're going to put 2 rock lights in each wheel well, and we're weather pack connecting it before it kind of goes back in the truck. That way, if they need to come down, they can do so. Just another kind of simple, easy touch. We're kind of cutting all the bolts a little bit shorter, but here you guys can see a little bit of the finished product here. Got 2 rock lights up pretty high, pretty centered. The other thing that we're doing, and here you guys can see we got them, in a little heat shrink right here. Keep them nice and tidy up together. These will plug into our main harness that we will run to the front. So we're basically placing all of our lights, and then we're going to wire from there up to the front of the truck. The other thing that you see a lot in rock lights is, and we'll kind of show you guys, it'll be easier to see when we get the wheel wells back in the truck, is say we're to put like 3 or 2, you put them here, you put them there. Now this camera is basically eye level, and you guys can see, you'd be able to see a rock light right there, and you'd be able to see a rock light right here. But if you kind of keep them up a little bit, you kind of have to get all the way down to kind of see underneath of that. So that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for lights that you don't see when they're on and off. They're a little bit tucked. The whole point is to kind of have them so you don't even know that they're there unless they're on at night. So we're trying to make sure we got light going in the appropriate places. So like there is a little bit of science to this, wouldn't you say, Michael?
Yes.
So pretty much almost done with the wheel wells. Got these brackets made up. We're gonna go ahead and mount the lights to those brackets, and then really, guys, as far as attaching them to anywhere besides wheel wells, like wheel wells, no big deal, right? Just plastic wheel well liners, you mount holes. Now, there is already, let me actually, we're just gonna crawl down underneath here. All right, we're going underneath the truck here. And as you guys can see, here's the underside of the cab, here's the frame. What we're gonna be doing is putting those aluminum brackets. Oop, I got the light on the wrong setting. There you go. A little dirty underneath here, but we're going to be putting them right in this section. Now, you may be a little upset about putting holes into any part of anything, but you don't want to put them into the frame. Don't really want them sticking up through the floor. And this part of the cab, if you guys can see, it already has a bunch of holes already in it. And what we're gonna do, we're not gonna use self-tappers. Not a huge fan of self-tappers, because self-tappers will eventually kind of come loose. They're kind of okay, they're kind of great, they're not really, but what we're gonna do and what we have kind of discussed here is we're gonna use black powder-coated rivets. That way we have a very, very small hole. We're using an aluminum bracket, and it should hold everything nice, tight, very small hole. Shouldn't have an issue ever. It's kind of like, what'd you say, Michael? It's like a OEM approved.
Yeah, it's quick, classy.
So I think that's the best solution to attaching them to the underside of the truck as nicely as possible. Maybe you guys have another idea. Maybe you guys should leave some comments down below if you do, but way better than self-tappers. We don't want to go into the frame. We don't want to be drilling holes in the frame. We don't want to be drilling holes up through your cab. It's really kind of the only place to go ahead and put them. We're not going to put them in the pinch weld where you can see anything. Nice, tucked, hidden. Don't even know that they're there. That's more awkward. Also more awkward. I'm not even gonna show. I was gonna like I was gonna bust on Dawson about his like lack of
his janitor outfit.
Is this a thing now? Is this a thing? Like Dawson just getting. Oh my god! I can't. Anyway, guys, I'm catching back up with you here at the tail end of our rock light installation. We actually just spent like 2 seconds unboxing everything that you guys sent us in the P.O. box. We've got pipeline punch for days. We got some bangs. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Unfortunately, if you guys sent this stuff, there was no Amazon letters that I don't know who this stuff is from. So if you guys sent this, thank you, but I can't like give you guys shout out or your name or anything because there's no notes in anything, unfortunately, which kind of stinks. But we've got some Cummins valve covers over there that came right over the boat from Canada. Valve covers, energy drinks, and the guys over at TurboSmart actually came through. They saw that we were having some issues with the clamps, so they sent us new clamps, some sweatshirts, a banner, some hats. Like I said, we got replacement clamps now. So huge thank you to the guys over at TurboSmart for always taking care of us. But anyway, boys, rock lights are finally done. Super pumped, super excited with how everything came out. Obviously, as you guys can tell, we took some serious time to make sure everything is really, really nice. I'm gonna go over some parts that we used. That way, if you guys wanna kind of like mimic our installation of some of like the wire wraps, some of that stuff, you guys can do so. Hey, get your phone out of here, dude. Nobody wants to see how many Snapchat notifications you get in a day. So I'm calling you out. Anyway, boys, again, this is from Zach, our man Zach at BCC Coatings. He actually put me onto this stuff. Sorry, Zach, I'm giving away all of your trade secrets here. But this Alex Tech, again, right on Amazon. Again, we just got it from Amazon. Zach uses this stuff. It comes in all different sizes, but this is not split loom. It's way nicer than split loom, but it's not like the accordion style. You can actually still wrap this around existing wires. You guys can see how much it closes up to its original size, but this stuff is really, really nice. What it allowed us to do is run our harnesses in place and then wrap as it was already kind of up in place, which is really, really nice. We didn't have to pre-wrap anything. Super, super nice. So if you guys are looking for a nice kind of like alternative to not wrap stuff up beforehand, that sounds kind of bad. But anyway, Alex Tech for the win. Again, weather pack connectors we got from Amazon. Michael, would you give your...
Oh, don't mind me.
Just grabbing some stuff. No one's safe. Would you give these 2 thumbs up for weather pack connectors?
For sure. Yeah.
Michael said, obviously, we're not doing any heavy electronics. We're not building like engine harnesses with any of that stuff. But for like accessory lighting, stuff like that, they're good to go. Kind of came with all of this stuff. And then these also, again, black rivets from Amazon. Amazon for the win. But anyway, boys, here's what you don't want to do. You want to go ahead and get yourself some high quality rock lights from the guys over at DB Autolite. These things are money. The true test is when the light's going to go down, but this is Amazon. This is Amazon. As you can see, we got 3 LEDs. The biggest thing that I like really found out about trying to cheap out on rock lights is the amount of money that you have to go out and spend in wire that's not already pre-loomed, it's not plug and play. Doesn't even come close to how nice this is with all of the plug and play, all of the harnesses already wrapped up into it. Just spend a lot of extra time with these instead of like this nice kit. Black nuts and bolts, again, nice housing. 24. They actually sell 36 too as well. We actually just went with 24s because we didn't want to let Mars know anything. You know what I mean? Like all the UFOs. What's that?
Match your wheel size.
Slide. I mean, that's pretty good. Just kidding. Just had to slide you. Sorry, my bad. But anyway, boys, I'm pretty sure you guys got underneath here and saw everything. We just have to button up 2 of the wheel wells, and then really, I can't show you how awesome these things are. I mean, we could shut those shop lights off. We'll give you like a little preview, but we've got a little bit of buttoning up to do. Michael, you want to jump in the driver's seat? What we did on this truck individually, and if you guys have upfitter switches in your 4th gen, you can kind of see this is the factory upfitter switches. Kind of already have like relays, fuses. They've got these connectors over here. So what we've got, and I'm gonna jump over in the passenger seat. So what we did is we've got them hooked up to the factory switch right here. So position number 1 is our switch, and that can stay on all of that stuff, which is nice. Michael actually did a lot of the research on, you can reprogram, take it from the top there, my man.
So we go into settings, and then it says...
Let me hop up in here.
Yeah.
Whoa, easy, Aldine. We're not ready for you.
So we go into settings, and then we hit into commercial settings. So we hit our right arrow, and then our pin setup is usually all 0s, usually. So now we're in, and then we go down to auxiliary switches, and then Q over to the right, and now you can program each switch individually. So here's the type. So latching is like what we want for our rock lights, but you can also switch it to momentary, like if you put like a horn in or something that you just want to activate only when you hit the button.
We should put air horns in this thing. What? Sorry.
And then also you can switch them to the power source. You can go to power source or to battery or ignition. So these,
oh wow,
these will work. You can make all of them work anytime, or you can make all of them work.
You can do whatever you want with any of them.
Yeah.
That's fancy. So again, that's in commercial settings. We found that on YouTube. Do you remember that guy's name?
I don't.
Sorry, we can't give you a plug, but Michael watched a YouTube video on how to do it. So thank you, power of YouTube. So we've got them on auxiliary 1. We've got them so we can actually have the truck off and still leave them on, just in case we want to, you know, go out to dinner and pimp in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, they came out super, super awesome. I'm really, really pumped on these. Again, we've got pigtails. That way when you drop your wheel well liner, just like how you see it right now, you can just unplug them from there. Everything is removable. Everything is nice. I'm sure Dawson showed you guys underneath, but we went ahead and spent some serious time trying to basically loom everything up and just really, really make it nice. These brackets came out really, really well. We might need to adjust. You may have seen on the one, we have it tweaked kind of up, and that's because basically what our initial light layout looked like, you can actually see where one starts, so they're on a little bit of a different pitch. So we may have to play with the pitch a little bit, but that's about it. But that's a wrap until we have no light to show you the lights. That makes sense. Even though there's a lot of light coming in, so obviously we can't see exactly how bright they are, but you guys can get like a general idea. I forgot to mention we do have one single one in the front. We ran out of, so there's 15 lights on this truck right now, and I got 16. We ended up needing 2 for the back to do it kind of nicely, so we're a little off and one short, so we didn't do anything in the back yet, but we did do one in the front. You guys can kind of see, like, it's the one in the front's nice. It kind of gets rid of any shadow in the front. So shadows are your biggest kind of thing, depending on how crazy you really want to get with this stuff. But there you go. There's your little sneak peek. We'll catch back up when the light goes down. You know that Kenny Chesney song? When the sun goes down, we're turning rock lights on when the sun. That is pretty much gonna wrap up this video. I have not seen the footage at nighttime yet, but I can tell you in person, these rock lights are insanely bright, far brighter than anything that I have used before in the past. So super pumped on them. And like I said, these are the 24 LED ones. They have even 36 LED versions of this. So I can't even imagine how bright those would be, but insanely impressed. Again, if you guys are looking for, I'm gonna argue to say that these are probably the brightest lights out there. If you want some of the brightest lights out there, like I said, I'll leave the links down below. I'll put the website up here, and you can use my discount code to save you some bucks. So super appreciate that. Hopefully you guys take advantage of that. Again, if you don't like rock lights, I would argue to say that you are incorrect. But anyway, boys, last and final call on the 08, the trailer, and the dollar bills. Guys, we are down to, I believe at this point, 3 days left. This Sunday, May 1st at midnight, done and over. You guys have heard me say it. I know some of you guys are still waiting. This whole package is going to one of you guys, so don't delay. There is still stuff available online. There's 4 t-shirt designs that I know are in stock. We just got new hats in, so make sure you guys go check out the website. Again, anything on the website gets you automatically entered. Every dollar equals 1 entry. So basically the way it works is after you guys check out, you will get an email at the end that shows how many entries that you have total. Again, we are pumping out orders as quickly as possible. Give us a little bit of a break. We are obviously dealing with a little bit of influx, but we're getting them out ASAP for you guys. Trust me, I can promise you that. You will not be waiting for your clothes months and months and months after the giveaway is done. So we're getting them out, and hopefully you guys get entered to win super pumped to see who this is going to. Anyway, guys, make sure you guys hit the like button before you leave. Subscribe if you have not already. I'll see you in the next video coming up very soon. See ya. Actually, a little sneak preview. I don't know how many. We are gonna have videos, I believe, Saturday and Sunday. Got a lot of videos this week. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.